The Haggadah tells us that the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim, this commandment to tell over the story of leaving Egypt, is being told to 4 different children. Keneged Arba Banim Dibra Torah, the Torah is speaking to 4 different types of people. Echad Chacham, Echad Rasha, Echad Tam, Ve'echad She'eno Yedei Lishol. One who is wise, one who is not in the best place, one who is simple, and one who doesn't even know how to ask. And the question is, why does it repeat this word Echad? One who is this, one who is this, one who is this, one who is this. Why not just say, Keneged Arba Banim Dibra Torah? The Torah speaks to 4 different people. Chacham, Rasha, Tam, She'eno Yedei Lishol. Just list them. Why say one who is this, one who is this? And so, of course, it could just be a kind of linguistic flourish the way that they wrote it. But perhaps it also might be telling us something that we need to know when we engage these different types of children, whether our own children, whether our students, or whether just people we know. What it's telling us is that by each and every one of them is the word echad. Each and every one of them is an individual, is someone who is unique, is a unique personality. And maybe more than that, by each and every one of them is the word echad. Echad, Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad. God is one. There is a godliness that's within each and every one of them, whether they are the Chacham, whether they're the Rasha, they're the Tam, or the She'eno Yedei Lishol. There's an Echad by each and every one of them. And for some of them, that's obvious. For some of them, we can see the godliness. For some children, for some people, we can see godliness within them. And for some, it's a little bit harder to see. And this is where we have to remember the idea that Rav Kook teaches us, that there's something called Kedusha Machareves. There's a process of Kedusha, of holiness that's being built, sanctity that's emerging in the world that comes through a process of destruction. So they might look like they are a Russia right now. They might look like they've strayed, that they've been lost, that they're in some way they're screaming something into this world that's not a sound we want to hear. But they're in a process of Kedusha Machareves, a Kedusha that's Boneh u'Machareves, or Machareves and Boneh. It destroys and then it grows. Rav Moshe Weinberger gave an analogy for this. He said, imagine somebody going into a delivery room and this mother, who is this woman who's about to birth a baby, is screaming in pain, and you'd go over and you'd just be like, come on, why are you screaming like that? Just be quiet already. Why are you screaming? You would never in a million years, I hope, right, say or even think something like that, because you understand that screaming is part of a process of giving birth to something. And so often, that which seems like it's machreves, like it's destruction, like it's destroying something, is really a process of growing and building something even deeper, even more powerful. That's why so many great people, whether in secular contexts or in holier contexts, are people who go through struggles. Because the cliche is true, ultimately, that those struggles give birth to something more powerful. And so when somebody is seemingly screaming in pain and the way that they're living doesn't make sense, it's part of a birthing process. And so that's the echad, that is by each and every one of these types of people. There's a Shema Yisrael Hashem Elokeinu Hashem Echad Yachad U'Miyuchad, the one, the singular, the absolutely unique, the godliness that is contained and that is existing in every one of them, whether they are the Chacham, Echad Rasha, Echad Tam, the Echad She'en Dilshon. They might not even know how to ask. They might not know how to think so deeply. Or maybe they know how to think too analytically, the Chacham. Or maybe they even seem like a Rasha, but there is still Echad that is there.